Hello, my Pisces friends, Pisces. How are ya? We're going to see who you are. We're going to get into the shadows of the Middle Ages, and we are going to ask who you really are, how others actually perceive you, what others get wrong about you. How does this affect you in relationships? We will get into the tarot after we get started with the shadows of the Middle Ages. Show me Pisces. Show me Pisces spirit. I feel like I'm sitting over a cauldron. Show me Pisces. Pisces. Okay. Who you really are. Oh, you're the fucking air. You ain't no water. You're the air. You could be... Okay, you're elemental. I'm going to say that. This is a very strong psychic energy too with the air. Air, because particularly air, well, I guess actually all of them, all of the elements, they can be either highly positive or highly negative in terms of our perception of what these elements could be doing. So you could be a fresh breeze, like you could bring sort of like clarity to spaces. You could feel like a breath of fresh air, but you could also turn into like a tornado or a hurricane, cause like a lot of destruction and disruption. I'm wondering too, maybe you have, maybe, I mean, you're Pisces, you're here, but maybe there's something else in your chart that is, I'm getting like trine. Maybe you have like air trine or something in your chart. It's funny. Normally I would say like, you know, maybe your moon or your rising or something. But I don't know. I feel like there's something significant here that has to do with the air element for you. Messaging on the wind, on the breeze. You're an element. You're an element of intuition. How do others actually perceive you? Oh, fuck. Look, what is it? It depends how Pisces feeling that day. That's hilarious. Maybe you'll resonate strongly with the collective reading that I did. It came out on Friday, like 3 days ago from when you're watching this. It was funny. Because, yeah, people perceived them in the collective as a tornado. Holy fuck. Difficult. When things don't go right, you don't just sit back and let it happen. Maybe there are some times where you really get it in there. You could cause destruction and chaos. I want to say there could also be something powerful about your words. Like if you think about words are created through air, right? So there could be something about you could be very soft-spoken and polite and sweet, but then your words could also possibly be cutting, or they could make major change, major chaos. Your words can be majorly chaotic, cause chaos. What others got wrong about you? What do people have wrong about you? The scythe. It's not your end. It's not the demise of you. Or maybe the end. People have. What do they have wrong about you? Oh, it's just like you're like, I feel like for some people, you must trigger people in such a way. I don't know. But it's almost like people might feel like, oh my God, Pisces is the demise of me. It's the end of me. No, it's okay. It's not that bad, is what the truth of it is. Now, there could be times where you are like in and out, like the wind, okay? That could be part of your personality. Kind of funny, my Pisces friend, she's always very busy. She's always very busy. If I can catch some time of hers, I will grab it. I'm like, okay. And then she flies away like a little bird again. Like, okay, I'll see you again later. And like maybe there's something like that. Maybe there's something where that energy or something like that has kind of happened here. And some people are like, oh, I'm never seeing Pisces again. That's it with Pisces. That's it. They've ended everything. the intensity here. Okay, how does this affect you in relationships? You're just solid. Pyramids. You stand the test of time. Wow. You stand the test of time. You know, it's fascinating. Right, if we think about the air, water, although it's funny, right? Like I think the research that they've done on, is it the pyramid? I think both the pyramids and the Sphinx, particularly the Sphinx. The Sphinx apparently shows a lot of water erosion. a lot of water erosion, right? Figure it's in the middle of the desert, but hey, there's a large part of Africa that used to be a shallow ocean at some point, like millions of years ago. But the wind is one of the greatest eroders out in the desert, and particularly around the pyramids. But right, like, it doesn't erode you. whatever chaos you kick up here, it doesn't. You stand the test of time. Man, you were something else in this reading. Holy crap. And then your underline is just the moon. The moon is like, it's Cancer's planetary energy, but in the tarot, it would be your card, which I think is really funny. I don't know why they did that. But you know what? I think it's wrong. I feel like Neptune should be Cancer. Because it's way the fuck out there. I don't mean Cancerians are way the fuck out there. But their emotions can be really, like, so far out there. You don't know what's going on. They got them hidden so well. Pisces, I don't feel like, hides their emotions. You can. All water signs are really good at doing that shit. But you know, I feel like because you are to me, you're kind of like the symbol of psychic powerhouse in the zodiac, right? And the moon is right there. It's the closest psychic energy, right? Anyways, I don't think that's going to change things, but that's what I think. That's how I see it. I'm probably wrong, and you can tell me that in the comments. So the underlying, oh God, you're like ethereal. You're like not even from here. You're really not. It's almost like God just blew you in like a storm. Because it's the way I'm looking at this card, it's almost like she's a being from somewhere else. And even the ghouls are afraid to come close. Like, it's just, what is that? You're a stir. You certainly are a stir. If you've been through some type of painful or brutal ending, that's not the end of you. No. Pisces will rise again, too. Okay, so who you really are, you're the air. You're not really the water, you're the air. In this reading anyways. Oh, but we got a little bit of water. There's the Page of Cups. Oh, it's nice. You are peace on the wind, on the peace on the breeze. Like, you know, I say breeze, like, you know, something new kind of blowing in. Peace. I'm going to clarify with the teeny tiny tarot. I'm just going to do one large tarot for each of these. Your wind is quite peaceful. You know, maybe when you burp and you toot, it's not that bad. But people think, well, it could be pretty bad. How others perceive you is a tornado. The Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Fuck me. I'm just saying, like, okay, there's two ways that this comes across, especially, like, ever since this pyramid card came out. It's like you could go through, like, really catastrophic change, or catastrophe could happen around you. And, no, you just, there's barely even, it would take thousands of years for there to be a noticeable change in you with, like, the chaos that could happen. But this also gives me the feeling here that people perceive, I don't know, maybe people perceive you as like a home wrecker. With the Ten of Pentacles, people perceive you as a home wrecker, where you're a peacemaker. Yeah. Isn't that funny? It's just funny. Like, I mean, we're only 2 zodiacs in so far, and people are really wrong about y'all. Or you could destroy, people could also view you as someone who destroys, could be family legacies, but could also be ancestral, anything ancestral, like ancestral wounds, ancestral karma. You can really fuck shit up. Oh. The perception is so interesting, right? But you're not like, you're just this breeze of loveliness. This breeze of loveliness and peace. What does this get wrong about you? The scythe. Well, I'm sure they do. Okay, so where I'm getting here is I'm being shown, is it Jupiter that has a massive, like, storms on it, right? And one of them is so big, it's that big kind of like circle that we see from space that's been raging for millions of years, right? Like, that's intense. If you want to compare, if because you're so cosmic, it's almost like you're being compared to, you know, as a tornado on Earth to like that storm on Jupiter. Like, you're nothing. Come on. It's not that bad. And it just it cleans things up. It removes things that are in the way. There's something about you that I can only describe it as so otherworldly that yet on Earth, it's almost like you're perceived as this catastrophic, oh my God. But in the greater perspective, all you really truly are is the gentle breeze of change. Okay? Yeah. Right? And the people, oh my God, this is the end of me. It's what people feel when, you know, you're coming through. The Ace of Wands. Oh my. Scythe. What people get wrong? No. Have people tried to defeat you in some way? Have people tried to defeat you? I feel like you've come up against something much bigger than yourself and you won. And whatever that means. Whatever bigger than yourself means and whatever winning means. Because this is the Ace of Wands is someone who has energy, inspiration, desire, self-will, right? The Scythe is, you know, that's like, that's over. That's it. But that's what they get wrong about you. If somebody thinks, I'm really picking up the energy of that collective that I did a few days ago. I'm really seeing it here in this reading. And you're like, ta-da! How this affects you in relationships. Well, okay. The pyramids could also talk about esoteric information. Like hidden deeper information here. You have there's a special je ne sais quoi about you. I don't know. The pyramids. This is how this affects your relationships. The Seven of Cups. The foundation of confusion. Mm-hmm. People really, yeah, no. You are so different. Oh my God. You're either so different or you just bring in so much change. Maybe change perspective. The tornado to the Ten of Pentacles. How other perceive. My God. Like, that is just like a wrecking ball. Like a wrecking ball? But you come in peace. That's who you are. Okay, I want to say the other thing is people don't understand how you are so stable in a tornado. You know, a tornado or catastrophe or how do you land on your feet after something really disruptive has taken place? How do you rise again when everybody else is like, I'm just going to lay and let the poppies grow around me? That's like how this affects you in relationships. People don't know how you do it. Whatever it is that you do. I really don't know. You have me really interested. You have the moon card. See? Oh, you have the Two of Cups, the Six of Pentacles. You have the Six of Pentacles and the Two of Cups with the moon. Maybe you're very, oh, maybe you're a good kisser. Maybe you're very, what's the word? Like giving of yourself and of your time. Very charitable. Maybe you're very charitable. You're healing and scary at the same time. You're totally like a collective that I just did. Yeah, you're so curious. That's hilarious that you have the moon twice. Okay. You come in peace. You are the breeze of peace. That's who you are. You are the breeze of peace. The Page of Cups in air. The Page of Cups. It's just the Page of Cups. The fucking moon came out again. The Nine of Wands, the Fool, the Ten of Wands, the Moon, and the Page of Wands. You are very challenging. You are, okay. You are someone who finds, I want to say you find peace, or you found peace after a very trying time here. To go from the Nine of Wands, it's almost like starting something, or something you didn't know that you had to clear. It could even be like words that you say that clear the air. That's who you are. Words that you say that clear the air. Now, the words that you say, they may be sort of like there's hidden meaning between the lines or something like that too. So you got the Moon card 3 times. I think this is the angels confirming that Neptune should be Cancer and you should be the Moon. How others actually perceive you. This is, okay, tell me about this Ten of Pentacles. Oh my. The Nine of Swords, the World, and the Four of Cups. People perceive you. Some people might think you're destructive just for the sake of it. I don't know what kind of destruction this is. You're not that. You are not at all what people think you are. I wonder who this is. Who thinks this of you? Because then it's like, it could also be someone who does not toe the line, right? Like this, the Ten of Pentacles, everybody's standing in their rightful place, so this portrait can be painted and everybody is happy. The man of the house is sitting in the front, the lady has her hand. He's such a wonderful leader. He's just great. Everybody, we all love him. We all come around him. And then he has the loyal dog at his feet. No, it's just like, it's such a curated image, right? Actually, the man's not smiling. He's not smiling in the picture. Because people see you as destroying all this. You get rid of anxiety, but it's almost like, okay, if something gives you anxiety, you just blow up the whole thing. That's what people perceive. I don't see you as that. I see there being like much deeper issues here that you face than what people think. Because of the Ten of Pentacles too, these could be people where image is the most important thing here. We need to look like we're a big, happy fucking family. We need to look like we have everything that we could ever want. But when, you know, it's not really true, then the tornado comes through. And you're just trying to make peace. Here's the other thing, like your card, as it's sitting here on the table, I think too, right? Because the wind isn't, you know, when the wind is in your eyes and your eyes water. She's almost looking at it like these are things that cause you pain. Well, tornadoes and, yeah. Oh my God, maybe some of you have been in a tornado and you've lost things. I'm sorry if that's like the case too, because that's possible. Maybe, yeah, maybe some of you have been through like an actual tornado that destroyed your home and your family. Like that's the association people have with you. And you're almost, okay, so who you are is you do not associate yourself with the destruction. You associate yourself with finding peace after that. Oh, huh. Oh, interesting. What others get wrong about you is the scythe. That's not the end of you. That's not the end of you. So what is this painful, swift ending? The scythe is one of the most brutal cards in the deck. So the scythe, the table. The 8 of Cups, the 7 of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so this is walking away from something and needing a new plan. And just kind of learning your way forward. Like you're just learning the scythe. Wait, what's the Ace of Wands? Ten of Cups, King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. That's a lovely energy. It's just like a happiness and abundance. Self-will, expression, protected, joy. Joy. Right, the 10 of... Personally, I kind of think the 10 of Cups... Well, actually, the 10 of Cups is your card in the deck, too. Is it Mars and Pisces, I think. It's Mars and Pisces, which is kind of funny, right? Because you have fire energy here with the King of Wands and the Ace of Wands. But to me, that is like, you know, it really is. People really are happy here. Maybe they're living intense, but yay, they're happy. They're happy together. They get along. They find joy in one another. Where this one is like, you know, I didn't really want to dress like this, and I don't like my dad at all. And I don't want to stand in this picture, but if I don't, I'm going to be cut out of the will, or, you know, no, it's going to be horrible for the next week. So I'm just going to put up with this, and I'm going to stand in front of this picture like this, and I have to pose like this for the next hour. But you know what? It's just the image of a, not to say there isn't abundance there. There's probably wealth. There's a house. There's cars. You know, there's all that stuff. This is funny because this is almost like you choose, if there's been some type of destruction that has happened here, or you've been forced to walk away from something here and replan. That's what people think, that you're just figuring out how do you get your feet on the ground here, and how do you replan. Where the thing that you really are is you are finding joy and happiness in life, finding joy and happiness in life. And that actually ends up manifesting some type of freedom from perhaps whatever has gone on here for you. Like, I don't know, some type of destruction. Some type of real destruction here that is going on. And you will, it's like you will rise again. That's how this looks. It's kind of, it's weird. It's almost like people feel like you've suffered a yeah, that's it. You won't hear from Pisces again. Well, maybe they will and maybe they won't. Maybe you'll be in a whole new part of the world or something, like, I don't know. But you will rise again. How this affects you in relationships. Well, people are not sure how you can have such solid, how your life can be so grounded and solidified. The 7 of the 7. It's double 7. So the pyramids, the 10 of Pentacles. Right? Okay, the tornado went through the 10 of Pentacles. That's how people perceive you. And the 7 of Cups. The 3 of Cups and the 7 of Swords. You have not heard the end of Pisces. I don't know what why anyone is like, why they've heard the end of Pisces. Like, what has happened here? It's like something has happened and people think that's it. You'll never hear from Pisces again. You'll never see Pisces again. But no, they will. Yep. Because you're like the wind. The wind never stops. The wind never goes away. It has different levels of intensity. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune, the Strength card. The Five of Swords and the Ten of Swords. Well, when we're trying to win a game where nobody wins, then we end up defeated, right? We end up defeated. We end up with betrayals. Then we have a new beginning, and God shows us how to be strong. Six of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, and the Strength card. Interesting. Well, I'm going to go do your extended. In the extended, we're going to ask who they are. So I'm just doing that like not they, you, like they. They could be, I don't know, could be people that perceive you as the tornado of the Ten of Pentacles, right? So we're going to ask who they are, who they really are, how you perceive them, what you get mostly wrong about them, and what positive and negative ways has this person affected you. There's 2 options in the description below for the extended. Thank you so much, Pisces. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.